We are a couple, y'all. We've been together for 6 years. And there's another question on here that asks how we met. So I guess we'll just answer that one now that we're on the topic.
Oh God, that's
and
tea.
This is I hate answering this question. This is my embarrassing moment.
because she feels crazy.
I hate telling this story because it's so messy. It sounds so messy.
It does sound messy.
All right, y'all. So I'm just gonna rip the Band-Aid off. So we met through my ex-boyfriend, okay? And
We went to high school together, me and her.
Yo,
ex-boyfriend.
which is crazy. Oh my God, this is so messy. No, because
Go ahead.
This the kind of beat to go, this the kind of beat to go, this the kind of beat to go, rock, top, top.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah.
welcome back to another episode of the Petty Headquarters. I'm your host, Tiana Locke, and this is
Jesse Strange.
And we are back at it again with another motherfucking video. And this one I am very excited about because it's a Q&A episode.
Yay.
How'd you know I was going to do that?
Oh.
Okay. And, I wanted to do this for so long.
You did.
But I was like, you know what, let's just do this in an episode because over the course of us doing this, I've seen many random questions, many DMs about stuff. And I was like, you know what, let's just do a Q&A. Let's just put it all on the table. Let's lay it all out. Feel me?
Okay.
So, yes, if you guys are new, welcome. We are a pop culture podcast. We usually cover things like baddies, Zeus Network, and celebrity drama and other pop culture trendy topics. So, yeah, get to know us. Want to be us? Nah. Just get to know us. And if you're returning, welcome back. Welcome back. So, yes, how you feeling?
A little nervous, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
Why are you nervous?
You see, the thing is, for me, I've never really been one. There's a lot of foot traffic and history of me on the internet, but I don't think there's much vulnerability. There is this one video I did many years ago about being going through depression and what it's like. And, I guess earlier in my years, I was very vulnerable, but those were also my sad boy years.
Yeah.
So I just feel like I'm nervous for these questions because as this grown version of me on the internet, I don't think I've really been vulnerable. So I'm just scared. You know what I mean? I'm scared. But anyways, how do you feel?
I'm super excited and a little nervous too, but honestly, it's time to just lay it out on the table.
I'd like to make it known that Tiana's only seen the questions, not me. So just so you know.
Oh
so
my God,
only one side got preparation for
Yes.
this. I'm going to get thrown off guard.
Yeah.
What? Yo, that's why I know you're up to something. This is you're having too much fun with the secrecy.
No, it's just so funny. But like I said, I'm not prepared to answer these questions either. But listen, I find it so funny. And guess what? You said cap?
Cap. I'm not prepared, but you've been writing down and read each question many times. Get the fuck
All
out
right,
of
come
here.
on. Let's just get into it, y'all. So this is just going to be an episode for y'all to get to know us a little bit more because I feel like y'all know us, but y'all don't know us. You feel me? So first question. This is easy. This is light. Starting off
by
light.
the way, we asked everyone, you guys, to send your questions through social media. So if you don't follow us on Instagram, that she's on randommania1, I'm on Jessie.strange, and then we also at the Petty Headquarters. So that's where we got the questions, just so you guys know.
Yes. So follow us on the Petty Headquarters on Instagram because that's where most of the people send their questions in, and follow us on our personals as well. It's always lit. It's always lit to meet the new people and the existing people because RODs, Crash Out Community, Petty Posse, you know what's up. Anywho, first question. This is light. This is heartfelt. This is nice. What are your snacks when watching all of the shows?
That's a good question.
Yeah, it's cute.
Okay, tell them your snacks.
I don't have a snack.
Yes, you do.
I don't have a snack I always eat when I watch baddies though.
Right, but you've had
sometimes-
snacks.
Yeah, like I've had wine.
Mhm.
Wine's a big one. Wine, and then what else? Like I mostly eat dinner. I'm not gonna hold you. I be eating dinner. I be eating full on meals, watching that shit. Yo, I be eating some chicken and rice and some shit. Yo, I don't really be eating little snacks, but snacks are cute too. I mean, you can always eat chips or whatever, but I be eating dinner. So.
Yeah. I think we've mostly ate dinner most of the times
Yeah.
that we've
Or, like,
watched baddies.
takeout.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
We've definitely had some takeout. What was the last? It was like
Korean
Dominican
food.
Korean
It was
food.
Korean food.
We had some Korean food watching baddies. I've also had my THC drinks while we're drinking watching baddies.
Oh my god.
She'll
yeah.
open up her wine. I'll
Yeah.
open up my THC
Yeah.
lemonade.
Yeah.
And then yeah, as far as snacks, maybe some like what's that white cheddar Quest? Not the Quest, the
Popcorners.
popcorners.
Yes, that's your go-to snack.
yeah.
The white cheddar,
Uh-huh.
the light blue bag.
Exactly. That's
Oh
my
my God,
shit.
That
yo.
is your shit.
Yeah. So I'll have that, or a fucking granola bar or some shit.
Yeah, that's true.
I
Have a
eat
granola
health. I
bar.
try to eat healthy.
Yeah.
So I'm boring with those questions.
Yeah. All right. So this second question is so funny because I feel like this was asked so many times and this person was very adamant.
Oh boy. I already know. All right.
Yo, my laugh can be so evil sometimes. Okay, so I just love this question.
Get it
So
together.
you're so nervous. Look at you. All right, no, for real. Let's get serious. So the question is, I need to know why Jesse is banned from the bank.
Okay.
All right.
So that's so okay. So yes, that question. This person has asked this question so many times. So
Literally.
it's actually not that interesting. It really isn't. It's actually a really stupid story. So I was working in fucking Steve Madden in the city, 34th Street, right there. Everybody's a famous area.
How old are you?
18,
Okay.
19,
And you're 30 now? 31.
31 now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now I was 19 maybe, and I was dumb, and this is before your account and routing number were on your app. Okay, so like I used to have it on a piece of paper in my wallet, which my mom always told me not to do, but I ended up doing it anyways because I always needed it for some reason. But you never know when you needed it. So then one night I got really drunk and got my wallet stolen, and then because of that, somebody took my card and just kept. It went from having. It was like $100. It was $80. It was random numbers, like $87 taken out. Then it was $150 taken out, and then it just kept multiplying. And that's what scammers do. They'll like take out a little bit to see if it goes through. Then it keeps going, and then they start taking out money that doesn't exist. So I ended up. They kept doing it. It kept multiplying each and every time. So it went to like 800, and then it went. And this is all during the weekend. So by the time. Whatever. I think it was like $4,000 in like the negative, in like the red.
Oh my God.
And I go to Chase, and it's right down the block from my job. So I went after work and I sat down. The owner came out and was like, "How did they get your account?" And I'm just like, "Bro, you can literally look at the ATMs. Like, I'm not even located where these transactions happen." They're arguing with me because it was a lot of money. It was like $4 or $6 grand. I can't remember. And they were like trying to make me pay for it, basically. They were trying to make me, they're like, you have to pay for it. They were trying to bully me, in my opinion, because I did not make those transactions. But they were saying that they thought I was a part of it. Because they're like, how did they get your information?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, I'm dumb. I fucking left my information inside the wallet. That was stolen. The owner looked like, the manager of the branch looked like he didn't believe me, but was like, you know what? You don't have to pay, but we're going to end your relationship with Chase Bank. And I'm like, you could do that? Like, I'm like, what the fuck? You can, I was being broken up with the bank. Do you understand how that feels? Like, you
Yeah.
know how when a girlfriend breaks up with you or a boyfriend, you feel that gut-wrenching, like, stomach drop?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I felt with the bank. It was so confusing because I didn't even know they could do that. I'm 19. What the fuck?
Yo, they judged the shit out of you.
Judged
yo.
me
They
hard.
saw you, the tattoo.
They judged me
all
hard.
that shit. They judged you hard.
Yes.
Back in the days, yo, you wasn't getting away with shit.
So they were like, "Yeah, we're gonna make the account at a 0, but then we're no longer having a relationship with you." I was like, "Okay, fuck it." Then I've been with Capital One ever since.
That's crazy. They
So,
definitely were profiling.
Whatever
It's
it
what
was.
it's given. It's given that.
Whatever it was, that's the story. That's why it's funny though, because now they're so thirsty to have me use their credit cards.
No,
And then
I know. It's
even
so
when
funny,
it was so
right?
funny, I'll tell the story though. Since I'll tell you guys, and you want to know so fucking bad, we were getting, we have a business together, whatever. So we were at Chase, and it was like a full circle moment for me.
Yeah.
Because even though it was a business account, whatever, and it's it's ours, I was sitting there, and they were like. I don't know. They were looking up our information, obviously, because you have to do these background checks, credit checks, all this stuff. And I was like thinking to myself, like, wow, 19-year-old me would never have like guessed that I would be here at 31, fucking having an account with these people again after being broken up with. And then the guy goes, oh, it shows you have history here. And I fucking got so nervous. I got so nervous. I'm like, what do you mean? And he's like, oh, you have a Prime account. And I'm like, oh, yeah, okay. I got so nervous that when my name comes up, that it would be a red flag to not be a part of the account.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
all is well. So guys, if that ever happens to you and the bank breaks up with you, just know that 10 years later, if you're good, they good. They don't care. They just want to see good credit and good money. That's it.
No, literally.
So fuck them. Fuck Chase. I don't give
Yeah.
a fuck. Even though I still have an account with them, they still never, like, if I ever, like, you know what I mean? If I
Yeah,
ever have
yeah.
serious money, I'm never putting it into Chase. Fuck them.
Wow.
Capital One has always done right by me.
Wow.
Mhm.
You know, Chase never did me wrong.
They do everybody wrong. They do $50 late fees. Like Capital One, I've had, or like when you don't have like transactions.
I guess when you're responsible, they don't do you wrong. Because when you're like irresponsible, bro, they do you dirty. Like the stories I hear, I'm like, I've never experienced this.
it's true.
You know, they always answer the phone. They are always so helpful. Like I don't know. Y'all some irresponsible motherfuckers. Okay, so now for this next question. This is like, I feel like a question we have always gotten throughout our time doing this. Like randomly, this question will always pop up. And I feel like this was confirmed in a previous episode that we did. But now, obviously, like this is a question that we're just going to answer again. And so the question is, are you guys a couple, friends, business partners? My curiosity is killing me. So, what are we?
You can answer it.
What are we? I'm mad annoying for that. We are a couple, y'all. We've been together for 6 years. And there's another question on here that asks how we met. So I guess we'll just answer that one now that we're on the topic.
Oh God, that's
And
tea. That's
this
tea.
is I hate answering this question.
This is
this is my embarrassing moment.
because she feels crazy.
I hate telling this story because it's so messy. It sounds so messy.
It does sound messy.
All right, y'all. So I'm just going to rip the Band-Aid off. So we met through my ex-boyfriend, okay? And at the time, what happened? What you gonna say?
We went to high school together, me and her.
Yo,
ex-boyfriend.
which is crazy. Oh my God, this is so messy. No, because
Go ahead.
yeah, you and him went to high school together, which is crazy. I didn't know that. I didn't know her from a hole in the wall. And how we met was that he wanted to do a YouTube video with her and I, like all of us do a YouTube video. Because at that time, this was years ago, I was doing YouTube. You were doing YouTube. He was also doing YouTube.
This was like 2017.
Yeah, right?
Mhm.
Oh my God, it was 2017. Yeah. So, there was a moment where me and him were at my house, and during this moment, we were not together. We were like on and off. It was pretty crazy. We weren't together, but when you're still around and you know this shit, right? So he tells me, yo, Jesse Strain's coming to the house. We're gonna do a video. I'm like, Jesse Strain, what the fuck? Who you bringing to my? I got so mad because I'm like, why are you bringing people to my house? Like, first of all, I didn't know that you was like, I knew, but I found out the day of. And prior to this, I guess he was always trying to do a video with you, and you kept like having something come up.
Yeah.
So I literally looked at him like, that bitch don't want to do a fucking video with you. Like, I don't know why you keep trying to do a video with her or whatever. I was talking mad shit. And then this day, like, whatever, he was like, yeah, she's gonna come today to do a video at the house. And I'm like, huh? Who the fuck is this bitch coming to my house? Whatever. So she comes and we do the video. And bro, that was such a crazy experience.
Yeah, because I finally get to schedule this YouTube video with him, and I felt an energy between them. Like I thought, first of all, first thing I asked was funny. It was like, y'all together? And I didn't know at the time that was such a messy question to ask, but I thought they were. They act like boyfriend and girlfriend that were like fighting or something. So I think he said yes or something.
And I
like
said,
that.
I didn't answer.
You
I
didn't
didn't
say
answer
anything.
I didn't answer.
You
It was
looked
awkward.
weird. Yeah,
It was
I was
awkward.
like, okay, yeah, that's what it was.
It was awkward.
It gave me the impression like, oh, okay, they don't want to say nothing. I thought y'all were like not trying to tell the world yet because it was so new type shit.
No, we were not together.
That's what it gave.
And
up.
he kept telling people we were, and it was just a situation that clearly we just weren't on the same page,
right.
You know?
And then I felt the energy not only from them, but then also I guess knowing Tiana now, it's so funny. But like I went in there with the intentions on making a video for my YouTube channel too, and that video was about depression and dealing with depression. So it was a very vulnerable video, and I don't know this girl from a hole in the wall. She don't like to open up to people. So I thought she fucking hated me because she didn't. It was the most generic answer. It was so ugly. And she was so mean. Like, not mean, no. But she just... It
mean
felt,
is crazy.
you weren't mean. I take that back. But you were just like... You just didn't... It just felt like you didn't fuck with me. So I thought she didn't like me. But that was that. That's how we met.
No, we had argued, me and my ex had argued before she got there. So when she got there, it was just like, okay, like that's the energy you felt. And I was annoyed because I was trying to like, just keep it chill. But obviously I was still annoyed with him. And then you asking if we together, like right after the argument, and we weren't together. It was just like, all right. And then you want to ask me about depression, my nigga? Like, I was really annoyed, bro. I was like, you really came into my house to ask me about feelings that I don't want to talk about. Like,
right.
that's really what it was. And I was just like, I'm not really fucking with this video. Like, I don't know what the fuck to say to you. Like,
yeah. So that was that. And that's how we met, honestly. And then we followed each other on social media. And that was pretty much it. I mean, we end up, it wasn't nothing when we first met, honestly.
It wasn't.
Followed each other on social media,
Right.
and that was it. And we followed each other for about a year. And it wasn't until the following, like that 2018, closer to 2019. It was 2019.
Yeah, it was 2019.
Actually, yeah, it was 2019 in February, because we had like made small interactions
on Instagram throughout the year. Yeah.
Like, like little things. It was never flirtatious, because honestly,
no, it was never flirtatious.
I didn't even know she was into girls. I know her as her with the guys, so I didn't even think twice that she would even be into like none of that. So it was all friendly banter, whatever. And yeah, and then she randomly invites me for her birthday.
Yeah, randomly. Literally, no. What happened was, did I hit you up and ask you what your real name was first? Or did I? That's what it was.
Because I don't know what made you possess you to ask me.
You were saying some shit and it was annoying me. So I was like, what the fuck? What's your real name or some shit? And then you were like, who are you, the feds? And I was like, what the fuck? Like, I just want to know. And then she was like, if I tell you my real name, you're going to be in my life forever. You're stuck to me forever or some shit like that.
Yeah,
I
said you're signed. That's a contract. Because in my life, in my opinion, if you know my full name, my government name, it's not Josie Strange, obviously. That's my online presence. But if you know that version of me, then you know me. Like that's personal to me. That to me, you're now deeper in. So when she wanted to sit here and think she's cute by asking me all these questions, I'm like, well, just so you know.
She said you asking me federal questions.
Right. I'm like, who you working for? Why you want to know? I've been through some shit. Who you working for?
Yeah, so she said that shit, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, no, like, I just want to know your name. Like, I'm not thinking nothing of that shit, which is crazy.
It ended up foreshadowing
where
we
6
are today.
years is crazy. After you saying that to me is wild.
Yeah, because that's how the conversation started. Then she's like, oh, what are you doing on Friday?
Yeah, because my birthday was
Birthday's coming up. Yeah.
And I was like, yo, we going here, da-da-da-da-da. Like, we're going to pregame at my house first, and we're going to be out. And I was so hyped for it, because what was it? I was turning 24 or 23 at the time.
Yeah.
One of those. And it was just whatever. Like, she was supposed to bring
so
her
I
little
was
side pieces or whatever.
I was single living my best life. I swear I had 6 girls on call.
Yo,
I swear.
Finding out tea about you.
I had 6 girls on call. Okay.
Yo, it's crazy.
And one was about to come. And then she got sick last minute, which I call cat.
Yeah.
Which was weird. So I'm like, how is it that I have all these girls that I'm willing to bring? Because I didn't really know her. I thought her ex was going to be there, which is why I even agreed. Because I didn't really know her like that. So
Yeah,
like,
and I was just inviting everybody. Like, I was like, yo, turn 24, turn up. Like, I was just hype, yo. I was ready for my birthday.
you were hyped. So then I was like, all right, cool, I'll come. And then I even forgot about it. She reminds me the Friday of like, hey, you still coming? I'm like, fuck. I'm like,
Yo, I didn't think you were going to come.
I don't know why. I would have normally not come.
Right.
Especially
knowing
'cause-
who you are now, it's crazy.
Oh, so and like all the girls that I've had that were that like I'm like calling them like last minute too, and that was my fault because I forgot about it. So I was like, I'm like, yo, what you doing? What you doing? Da, 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 da. And then one girl was like, yeah, I'm down. And then later on in the night, she's like, last minute, I'm literally about to leave my house to pick her up, and she's like, yeah, I'm not feeling too well. I'm like, fuck, I already promised this girl I was gonna come. So I end up going by myself, which is crazy. I don't see her ex. I'm like, where's your ex? And she's like, I haven't talked to him in like a year, or what was it, a few months.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, so I didn't know nobody except one guy that was her friend that I met.
Yeah.
But then, that night,
Yeah, so
It was history.
I also I also was like, I don't know, in some crazy situationships as well during the time, and I invited two of them. So you see, I clearly didn't care. Like, I was like, yo, it's my birthday, turn up. They both couldn't show up, like both of them. It was this girl and this guy that I invited, and it would have been so fucking messy if they did, but they didn't show up. And I just find it so funny. Oh my God, this shit was so messy. The girl that I was like, whatever, talking to, she was also talking to this other girl that we both knew, that knew us both. And she was even supposed to come to this
you were messy.
party. Yeah, it was mad messy,
It
yo.
was messy boots.
It was, I was single, what the fuck? So I'm like, I don't give a fuck. So yeah, they didn't end up showing up either. And I was like, wow, this is crazy.
Paved the way right for me.
It's crazy.
Because instantly from that day on, we connected, and we
I don't
haven't
know. It was something.
we haven't stopped talking since.
No, all right. Not too much.
So that's
Not
our
too much.
story.
Yeah, so that's how we met. It's pretty wild.
Mhm.
Pretty messy how we met, really.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Is there anything else you want to tell the people?
No, I mean, y'all got the tea.
That's the tea.
That is the tea.
All right. So now going on to the next question. Dream dinner with 3 famous people that are alive. What are y'all eating?
What am I eating?
Yes.
I thought they were gonna ask who you sitting with.
So,
What?
no, so it's 2 questions. So it's like dream dinner with 3 famous people dead or alive, and what are y'all eating?
Oh, all right. I'm like, all you care about is what we eat.
sorry, I read that wrong.
I'm like-
I read that wrong.
Jeez, y'all hungry, bro?
No, yeah. Okay. You go first.
3 famous people. Okay, well, definitely Mac Miller is 100% on there. My boy Mac Miller would 100% be there because we definitely smoking before and after that dinner. Okay, that's for 1. Mac Miller, Bad Bunny number 2, and then number 3. I need a girl in there. I too much testosterone. Who would I have in there? This is a good question. Miley Cyrus.
What? So random.
No,
Why would
I
it be
fuck
Miley?
with her because she's mad cool, yo. She's literally mad down to earth. Like, I'm not here for status and all that shit. Like, I'm here for people who are true to themselves. One thing's for sure, Mac Miller, Bad Bunny, and Miley Cyrus have all in common as far as being true to their artistry.
Okay.
Even Miley Cyrus went on recently and was like, I could have been the person to open up a makeup line and do all this, but it's not my vibe. Like,
Yeah.
I don't fuck with that. Like, I just
Yeah.
want to make music and that's it.
Yeah.
So it's never about the money, and I fuck with that. So that's what that'd be an interesting fucking combination because you got country, hella country. Fucking Miley Cyrus is hella like country. I think it's like south. I wouldn't say country, but like southern. You got Bad Bunny who don't even speak English like that, so that's fucking awesome. Got my Latino, and you got Mac Miller who's like a fucking addict, and he's just like that's my boy.
See, your table sounds very chaotic.
I love it.
Yeah, this is your personality.
I
very
love
chaotic.
it. Yes. I love it. So that would be a great fucking dinner, first of all, because I just imagine Bad Bunny trying to have a conversation with Mac Miller and fucking Miley Cyrus. Like,
yeah,
totally different worlds.
Yeah.
And I love that.
What are you eating?
And what are we eating is
What are
a
y'all
very
eating?
good fucking
What are y'all
question.
eating?
We eating Korean barbecue.
Oh,
That's right. We're eating some Korean barbecue. Yes,
Intimate.
exactly. We gonna
Talk
cook
and
together,
everything.
pick the meats together. Everything is together,
Ooh.
and that
I love
circular
that.
unity vibe.
Oh, all right. So my 3 people, I had to really think hard about this because I don't really know. I know for sure one of them would be Kanye West because I need to question him. I need to question him. I need to question him. I need to question him because I can't deal. I need to find out why the fuck you are the way that you are and why are you doing this. Knowing what happened to your mom and everything that happened, I need to know. I need to question him.
You're not gonna get an answer
I
from
am.
someone who's
I'm
like
gonna get
that.
an argument at the table. I don't give a fuck.
And my table's chaotic. My table's
My-
peaceful.
Okay.
You
okay.
said Kanye West is done. You getting kicked out. You're not even having dinner. The idea of dinner is all you have. Picture Kanye West, but my table's chaotic is fucking wild to me. That is so out of touch. Y'all, what the fuck?
Wait.
I can't believe you said that with a straight face.
No, because I need to know. I need to know what the fuck is going on. I don't care. I need. He gonna be like, yo, got the answers.
All right, who else is on this controversial table?
Okay, so SZA, because I love her.
Okay.
Why are you looking at
No,
me
go
like
ahead.
that?
Go ahead. What's the last one?
The last one is hard. It's hard for me because I'm not sure who I want to sit down with because it's a lot of them, and I just have questions. Like, but SZA, I love her. Like, so yeah. The third person for me will be Will Smith. It's so. I don't know.
Your table
Yeah,
sounds
my ta-
crazy.
Will Smith gonna calm Kanye down. He gonna calm Kanye down. SZA gonna be like,
This table
Poor SZA.
sounds crazy.
oh, and what are we eating? We're eating steak. Duh. What else are we eating? Unless some of them don't eat meat, but I've seen them eat meat. Unless SZA, I don't know, suddenly changed a new life or something. But yeah, we're eating fucking steak. We're at a steakhouse. So
I'm
we're at a luxury steakhouse eating steak.
All right, I'm
Yeah.
curious to know whose table y'all would be willing to sit in.
They
Because I
would
think
sit
my
at your
table is
table.
way cooler. What the fuck?
your table's cooler.
You're not even eating steak, bro. They gonna kick you out. Kanye, you might as well put everyone else controversial on that table. You should have said fucking Kanye, Jay-Z,
Beyonce.
and no, fuck Beyonce.
She should have been at the table. Beyonce, Kanye, and SZA. Fuck out of here.
Um,
That's the table. I'm done. Will Smith getting the boot.
Yeah,
Beyonce.
Will Smith.
Beyonce,
Might as well
Kanye.
put Jada. Jada and Tupac, why don't you?
It's messy. Oh my god, I'm a little messy.
Yeah, you are.
A little bit.
The
though.
fact that Kanye was first
little
is
bit.
crazy.
Kanye, Beyonce, and SZA. All right, we got a little balance there. All
right.
Okay, and I already said what we're eating. Yeah.
Okay, very nice.
Yeah, that's
Very
cute. We're
nice.
gonna get all dolled up and go
Y'all
to the
can go have
steakhouse.
dinner. I'm gonna go stick with my peoples over here.
Aw.
You're probably gonna want to hang out with us.
I am. I want Korean barbecue. I just want to interview these fuckers first.
That's really what it.
That's
Yours
what it
sounds
is.
very corporate.
It
Mine
does.
sounds like a good time.
Oh, yeah, mine does sound corporate and low key messy because it's like, why is Kanye there?
Right,
Like,
interrogation. It sounds
yeah,
like.
that's my energy low key sometimes, man. All right. So now, next question. What does Jesse have your name saved as? As in my name.
I'm dead.
You think that's too much? You don't want to answer that?
No, I don't care.
Oh, you'll answer it?
yeah, I have.
Oh, God. Do I have to answer it if you answer
Yup.
it?
I have you saved as sugar,
Okay.
like sugar, honey, iced tea,
Okay.
and I have a lollipop next to your name.
Oh, God. You're putting emojis?
That's
You're saying
right.
emojis?
Sugar, and Siri says suga.
Okay. You didn't have to do the most. You really
Suga
dragged
is
it.
calling you.
You're dragging it. Okay. So I have her name saved as, oh my God, this is so intimate. What the fuck? I have your name, but I have her name saved as Mama with a rose emoji next to it.
Yeah.
So,
Okay,
yeah.
next.
Yeah, next. It's too much. So for this next question, someone said, "What's it like growing up in New York?"
I was just talking about this yesterday. So growing up in New York, it's like it's great, but it's not. So I grew up in the inner cities, like the Queens, the boroughs, right? So when you grow up in the boroughs, I feel like it's not really a place for families. I think that kids here grow up quick. And you grow up fast because you have to learn to survive. It's very quick pace. It's all, I was taking the bus in the 8th grade. You were taking the bus younger. Switch is like crazy when you think about it now, especially as an adult. Like, I would hate to send my kids on a bus or fucking in this world that we live in. And that was before cell phones had all types of cool shit.
Yeah, so I didn't even have a cell phone.
Yeah.
I was just on the bus, like going to school with nothing.
Exactly. So like you kind of you're forced to kind of grow up faster and see the world a little differently than living in a bubble, as opposed to like the outer parts, like Long Island, upstate. You're kind of a little bit more sheltered in a sense. But the beauty of growing up in New York is that you learn that you don't learn that there's such thing as black, white, race, this, that. Because when I was in Queens, I had a whole bunch of different friends. Like, I used to hang around a lot of Latinas and a lot of Guyanese people. And, that was really my vibes for a while. And I didn't see nothing. Like, I swear, and I swear I didn't see, like, I know it sounds so silly, but I really didn't see color. I was very ignorant to, a lot of the things that police did, because to me it was normal. Like when we were in Flushing, there was a lot of gang violence, I guess, in those surrounding areas. So, we just knew you had to smoke. When you smoking weed in a car, you had to smoke on the one-way streets or walk the opposite ways on the one-way street so you could see the cops coming by. And that's not to say you weren't harassed, you were, but it was kind of normal. Like, as crazy as that sounds.
Yeah, it's
right?
crazy.
It sounds crazy, but
crazy.
it's like, it's normal. You always have to be, because you're doing shit illegal anyway. So to me, it was never color. It was just the crowd I was hanging around too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but obviously there was black people, white people, Spanish people. We were just all doing bad things. Like, that's what it was. And it wasn't until we moved to the outer parts of the boroughs, right? So Long Island or upstate, I've seen, or like other parts where you realize,
That's
like,
when you're like, oh, racism.
bro, I didn't know.
Yeah.
I really didn't know. And then
Yeah.
I go out there and I'm like hanging out with my black friends, and they're like, you ask for your ID, you pull out your ID, and they're like, what's that? And I'm like, whoa, you just asked for my ID, brother. Like, what do you do? Relax. Like, and now I'm like, holy fuck, like, this is crazy. So I guess I was very ignorant. That's the beauty of it, though. You kind of are ignorant. So you get to experience all types of food, all types of cultures, and it's so normalized. It is dirty, though, and it has its ups and downs. But I will say that New York is tough. And it makes you tough. And there's a beauty in that. Like, because when you start traveling as you get older and you see other states and stuff like that, they not built like us.
No.
We can see the craziest things and be like so unbothered, and so we mind our business. Meanwhile, you got everyone else, because their states are so bored and so they're not as, I guess, populated. They're all up in your business. New York is nitty gritty, and it makes me who I am. It made you who you are, and there's a beauty in that. It's a beauty in the way we talk, and I don't know. I like it.
Well, for me, growing up in New York, I mean, it's very similar situations. Grew up in Queens. For me, it's Jamaica, Queens. It was crazy. Middle school, it was fights in middle school, which is crazy because some people in middle school, they don't see fights or they don't get into fights. Like, I've gotten into fights in middle school. Like, I've seen so much fights. I've seen fights between middle schoolers and high schoolers. I'm like, how the fuck do you, like, high school's beefing with my middle school? Like, it was a little ghetto, I'm trying not to say that, but it was a little ghetto. But me, like, I did not hang out with a bad crowd like that, which is why me getting into fights is crazy. But when you're like a nerd and you look a certain way, like, girls always try you, like, that's just what it is. And I stood up for myself. Like, I was never the type to be like, oh, no. So that's that. I was also taking the bus, like, really young. Like 11, 12, going to elementary school. I mean, it was right there. It wasn't too far, but it was still, like, still an area where probably not the best. And, there was no cell phones then. So I didn't have no cell phone. I just took the bus to school and that was it. I was fine. Thank God. But it's so funny because some people, when they hear that, they're like, oh my God, you were so young. You were a kid taking the bus. Yeah. Yeah.
How old were you?
I was like 11.
Yeah. So just imagine
But
public
even-
transportation.
No, there was times I was even younger than that because it was elementary school and then middle school. Yes. Yeah. So I was even younger than that at times taking the bus to school. But like you said, everything you said, the food is great. All that stuff is great. I'm not going to lie. New York, for me, I hate the rat race. I hate the rudeness. Like I hate that everyone feels like they're just packed up in sardines, just fighting on top of each other, trying to just survive. Like you feel that energy. And like, that's why this morning I was so irritated when there was traffic at my exit. Because of course, when I get back to where I'm from, there's bullshit. But when you're out in Long Island, it's like, you don't experience that. However, going back to the whole race thing, in Queens growing up where I was, like, elementary, middle school, high school, high school, there was like little stupid jokes, but I never really experienced racism until I went away to college. And when I went away to a predominantly white school is when and the area too, because I went to SUNY Cortland. So Cortland, where the fuck is that? That's a bubble fuck. Like, and the majority the majority demographic over there is white. And that's just what it is. And it's very like, upstate, small town vibes, and like, girl, like, boy, whoever the fuck is listening and watching this, that shit was racist as fuck. Like when I tell you Confederate flags, when I tell you like getting called the N-word out of a fucking driving car, like that was their little drive-by, I guess. And like just weird shit, like weird passive microaggressions from teachers. Like it was weird. And that was like the first time I really felt like, this is what they be talking about, because I was always surrounded by people that look like me. I always watch shows with people that look like me. I always knew my culture. So it was never a thing where I had to question myself or whatever. Like my parents always instilled culture into me because that's what they are. You know what I mean? So that's what I was around. But yeah, I mean, growing up in New York, it definitely makes you tough because, people are crazy out here.
Yeah, I will say that the school systems are terrible. Like compared to like the outer parts, like I will say that my brother and sister had a better opportunity for their future as opposed to my parents tried. But you pay for private school here, it's not the same. Like, you know what I mean? It's just it's the school system out here does suck.
Yeah, that's why you gotta really focus on you. And like me, what saved me, I feel like, was reading. Like I already like to read, so I was already on that, like before anything. And then at some point I got transferred to Gifted and Talented Academy. So that also is very different from the regular classes. So I guess I didn't experience like what other students experience in regular classes, because that's where it was trash.
Yeah,
it was trash.
Because we honestly would have never met because of how different our lifestyles were if it wasn't for her ex. In all reality, because
I was also taking AP classes in high school.
I was in honors.
Oh, okay.
But I was also just not in the same crowd. Like, you were very nerdy, very into like.
Calm down.
You called yourself a nerd earlier.
Yeah, I know, but I feel like coming from where you're fucking coming from, you are the type to bully nerds. And I was the type that I don't take shit from nobody.
You're very nerdy. You like the Marvels, the Comic Cons, which
anime,
is fine.
Yup,
but
that's me. That's standing on it.
I'm just saying that's not the crowd I was hanging around.
Well, you would have never thought you would be with a bitch that's a nerd. So
exactly.
There we
so
go. You was making fun of fucking girls for watching anime. Now look at you. Look at you. What an anime girly.
Anyway,
and I'm trying to keep it cute. Because what I want to say is not PG. So this is an interesting question. You ready for this? We only got like one question left after this. If you were on Baddies, who do you think you would end up fighting and why?
Who I would fight?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's a funny ass question. Because that's crazy.
Which one? Which baddies? I
don't fucking know.
The whole
Who
season?
The fuck would I fight?
I was saying the whole.
Oh, I guess
baddie?
all of them. Yeah, all of them.
Out of
who would I fight?
I already know who I'd fight.
Who would you fight?
I just feel like
No.
what
Who?
on a Mac.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Why were you thinking her?
Because first of all, I ain't fighting no big bitch. I'm sorry. So
for real.
small bitches, and they're not many. And then Anna Mac, she run her mouth too much, and I don't like talking that much.
Yeah.
So I would just probably be like, she would probably piss me off because she's good at speaking fast and I'm not. So she would trigger me
And you would
immediately,
just hit her.
and I would just have to hit her because I can't speak that fast. I can't even think that fast. So you would probably win in a verbal fight, and I'm gonna be tight. So now we're gonna have to square off.
I don't know who the fuck I would fight. To be honest, I don't want to fight nobody.
Nah, fuck out of here, fuck out of here. Because
Who would
I
I
wouldn't
fight? Let me
either.
think.
Pick
Let me
one.
think. Let me think. Who would I fight? This is a crazy question. I'm not a fighter, so this is crazy.
Me neither, but I just.
But let me think. Let me think. There's mad bitches. All right, so I got my answer now. I know who I fight. And my answer is Sapphire. Sapphire. Because the fact that you were a fake friend of Suki, like that really bothered the shit out of me. And I really just don't like that. I don't give a fuck if you told. I don't care. Sapphire. That's my answer. That's my answer. I really can't stand a fake ass friend. I really
Okay.
cannot stand a fake ass friend. And I feel like she did Suki really dirty after Suki came on there, brought her on there, you know, kind of like gave her that opportunity. And she didn't really have her friends back. Like she was really watching her friend get beat on by Rolly. And like she did not jump in. And I feel like I don't fuck with that. So yeah, that's my answer. Almost forgot about that bitch. Yeah.
Okay.
That's solid right there. That's a solid answer, I feel like. Solid answer. All right. So the next question is, and this is the last question. Someone said, I really enjoyed Smiley's interview. When will you guys have another guest? Is there anyone in the works?
Wow.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good question.
That's a good question to end on, too.
It is a very
Right.
good question.
Yeah, I don't know.
That Smiley one was a very good experience.
It was a great experience.
It was a learning experience.
learning
though.
for sure.
You know what? We were in the works of possibly doing something with one of the current baddies, but it kind of fell through.
Yeah.
So right now, not really.
Yeah, that's true.
Right
We
now,
were.
not really, but I am curious to know what you guys think on who we should have. Who would
Mhm.
you think would be, you know, good to have on the show?
Yeah. I mean, if you guys, like she said, know of anyone that you would like to see here, let us know in the comments. Or send us a DM and let us know about that too. But yeah, I mean, is there any other guests you would like to see outside of the baddies? Like different people that you would like to see, and what kind of people? Like, what are those people like? If there are people that you think you would like to see outside of the baddies, let us know.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's pretty much it.
And-
Right now, we're not in the works of interviewing anyone.
And you also got to understand that a lot of these people, especially in the Zeus network, they sign this contract. Look at what happened with Ivory. They silenced them. They're not allowed to tell the truth. And that's just the truth. When you saw what recently happened with Ivory, when she started talking too much, she went online and publicly apologized to Zeus Network and said she didn't want no beef, that she loves them. Thank you for everything, yada, yada, yada. And she also mentioned that she don't want her Instagram deactivated. She doesn't want this. She don't want no beef. So they clearly have power.
yeah.
And we've been on that. We've been said that. So even when we interviewed Smiley, it was cool, but like she wasn't really talking much about Zeus Network. And there's a reason for that. So, you know, I just want to make it known that these people, even though you get them on a podcast, they're never really going to tell you what you want to hear or the real tea because they're bound to a contract and they want to be hired again. So I just want you guys to know that every interview you see in regards to that, you're never going to get tea about Zeus Network. But if you do want to know about their personal life and stuff like that, obviously they're willing to talk. So.
Right.
But yeah, I think that's it, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. This wraps it up for our first Q&A video. I thought this was fun.
Yeah, it was cool. It was different.
Cute. It was cute.
Let us know if you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have more questions for maybe the next time we do a Q&A, we'll start racking up new questions, maybe some deeper questions.
Maybe, yeah.
Just so you know, I do get uncomfortable being vulnerable. So
Yeah, me too, for sure. Thank God though there weren't any deep ass questions like, "What's your childhood like?" 'Cause
All
that
right.
would really piss me off. I'd be like, "Hi, we not doing this shit." So yeah, maybe not too deep, but not too deep.
Good
but
questions.
Good questions. Yeah.
All right, but yeah, I think that's it. So I just want to remind you guys that we will be partaking in an event in Jersey. We don't have information yet. We will be having it soon. So we will be having a watch party if you guys want to hang out with us and then you're in the Jersey City
For the
area.
reunion, yep.
Yeah, for the Baddies reunion. Just keep an eye out. Keep your calendars open, okay? Because it's gonna be fun. If you're in New York City, New Jersey, take the train. It'll be fun. It's easily accessible. It'll be cool to hang out with you guys. Come hang out with us. Get to know us a little bit more deeper, intimate. You know, we cool in real life. So yeah, I just wanted to remind you guys about that. And I think that's it.
Yeah, I wanted to say one thing though before we go, because when we did our interview with BB, it was so funny because she had said that, when we stopped filming, she said that she wasn't sure if she wanted to ask questions about, us as a couple or in a relationship, because she was like, oh, you guys don't really advertise that. You guys don't really show that. And I just thought it was so funny. But, I'm going to speak on my part of that, because not going to lie to you, like, when we started this, we didn't start this like, oh my God, this is a couples podcast, or oh my God, couples page, oh my God, couples. No, we started this to just simply recap the show and talk about like pop culture trends and stuff like that. So yes, sometimes people don't know what the vibe is. They be like, oh, y'all have chemistry, but y'all are friends, but are y'all just, I don't know, cousins. And one time we got cousins, which is fucking weird. Why the fuck would we be cousins? But, I just feel like I like separating that part. I like to separate our relationship from the podcast, because it's like, we're here to talk, okay? We're not here to do lovey-dovey shit on here. Because I feel like bitches want a fucking love story. And I'm just like, we're not here to do all that. But, I mean, if you see it, you see it. If you don't, you don't. And I feel like that's where I come from on that side of things. But, I mean, I'm always open to questions of us as a couple, too. But, I mean, it's not really something that is a priority or mandatory. So, anything you want to say to that or add to that?
Awesome.
Yeah, that's it. All right. So with that being said, where can they find you?
You guys can find me on Instagram. That's JESSI.strange. And where can they find you, Tiana?
You guys can find me on Instagram at randommania1. You guys can find us on Instagram at
The Petty Headquarters.
You guys can find us on all podcast platforms at
The Petty Headquarters.
And we are also on YouTube at
The Petty Headquarters.
We release episodes weekly, so yeah, get into it. And with that being said,
This was your weekly dose of mess.